Hey, I'm Dave. Welcome to the very first Love You, the Movement outreach video. And an appropriate question to ask is, well, what is this Love You, the Movement outreach thing? Um, what is it all about? What's in it for me? Explain more. Well, the Love You movement came about because of all of the confusion, depression, pain, anger, hatred, and fear in the world. And it's like, well, how do we cure that? And the way that we can cure that is there's only really two things that unite. The first one is love. Love unites. If we're doing it right, and that's agape love, it brings people together. It's really a terrific thing. It can heal the broken. It can heal depression. It can do a lot of really great things. So love is the first part of the equation in uniting and diffusing all of those terrible bad things. The other thing that unites is Jesus, and Jesus is absolute. I mean, it's the good stuff. I mean, it's actually foundational over love. Jesus spread agape love. I mean, that if you follow Jesus, forget about all the other stuff, books and teachings and churches and things like that. But just examine Jesus. You'll find that Jesus walked the planet talking to broken people, hurting people, and he shared love with them, and he shared his word, and he shared how to go about doing these things. So Jesus is really central. The challenge is that people that have confusion, depression, pain, hatred, anger, and fear, many times they're not believers. So, how do you have a discussion about Jesus without having these people just turn and run for the woods? So the idea is agape love. Now, the interesting thing about agape love, or love in general, is that in the King James Bible, Jesus mentions love 70 times. Now, he was on the planet for 40-something years. That was it. So 70 times is pretty powerful. In King James, love is mentioned 310 times. Pretty powerful. And in the New Translation Bible, love is mentioned over 800 times. So here's this word love that's just, it's interwoven. It's part of the fabric of these books. So it's a really powerful thing. I mean, it's central. But again, getting back to non-believers, or how do you appeal to people that, might be a little leery about the word Jesus, break out in hives, what do I do? Don't want that. You start sharing agape love. Sharing love, introducing people into the kindness, that type of thing. I equate, bringing non-believers into a relationship with Jesus as asking the prettiest girl in the high school to the prom. I mean, you just don't march up to them and say, "Go to the prom with me, or else turn and burn. If you don't go to the prom with me, bad things will happen to you. You'll regret the rest of your life. Your life will be terrible." Yeah, I mean, who wants to be part of that? So this agape love is selfless. We're not doing it to try and make them be something. We're doing it because we love them, we care about them, we're encouraging them, we want the best for them. Pretty cool. So that's what this Love You, the movement is all about, is taking a moment from our time, reaching outside our inner circle to that outer circle, to people that aren't expecting to hear from us. Hey, haven't seen you for a while, was thinking about you, just wanted to let you know that I love you. Or, hey, I'm so blessed that we're friends, you're so awesome. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you that I love you, and have a great day. That easy. Text message, phone calls, smoke signals, emails, it doesn't matter as long as you're reaching out to those people. The other thing to remember is that life is uncertain. We could choke on that donut hole and be gone tomorrow at any age. Life is uncertain. And, for those of us that have gone to funerals or memorials, whatever the celebrations, whatever the correct term is, there's always that person that says, "I wish I had," or "I wish I did." And that ship has sailed. That person is gone. You don't get that opportunity. What I tell them is you can honor that individual by making sure that you never have to say, "I wish I had," or "I wish I did," ever again. YOLO, you only live once, do it right. Okay? Interestingly enough, Those same people that say at the funerals, I wish I had and I wish I did. Those are the same people that say, I don't have time for that. Ugh, are you kidding me? The greatest gift that we can give anyone is our time, and you don't have time for people? Come on, we can do better than that. So getting back to Love You, the movement, it's the act of taking time to convey how much we care about a person, not only in our inner circle, but outside of our inner circle. Okay? So now that you know what Love You, the movement is, the idea is, how do we get this message through to lots and lots of people? Hopefully you find this video compelling. If you do, hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you find it really compelling, cut and paste, share it with a friend. It's that easy. And that helps Love You to start gaining traction and getting bigger and bigger. By the way, in less than a year, Love You has a presence in 11 states, in Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, Europe. Linda and I just got back from Fiji. We're traveling to Africa. We're traveling to, I don't even know, China. We're going to be all over the place. But when we have these conversations about love and what this is all about, and sharing love and the act of agape love and the effects that it has on other people, people really like it and they embrace it. And the simplicity of Love You is keep it short and simple, which I'm not doing on this video. But what I do is I'll send 2 texts every single day to different people and just say, been a while, or I was thinking about you, have a great day, I love you. And just through those acts, the recipient of this can brighten up their day. Sometimes, as an example, my good friend Martha Stratman, who comes from Harley, they do all the t-shirts for all the Harley dealerships in all the world. So she's a big player, and she's a strong, tough woman. I randomly sent her, hey Martha, was thinking about you, love you. I immediately got back a reply, and she said, Dave, sorry I haven't replied to you. I have this sinus cold that has gone into a sinus infection, and it's really knocked me down, and I normally don't get sick. Worse yet, my niece, who's supposed to spend 2 weeks with me starting tomorrow, committed suicide yesterday. Can you believe that? And then she went on to say, I feel so isolated and I am just absolutely destroyed. What do you do on those things? So, I told her, I said, if you don't mind, which means I'm still going to do it, but, I'm going to send you text messages for the next 2 weeks just to let you know that you're not alone, that you have a friend, you have a support mechanism, that I'm just here for you. I'm not here to offer any advice. I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here because I'm your friend, because I love you. And that's it. And I think this went on for 3 weeks or so, but it really made a difference in someone's life. But had I have not taken the time to send that text message to people, Martha would have never received that message at the right time. And I have countless examples of when I've sent someone a text message and, they're just having a rough day, kids are going nuts, or, work is being stressful, whatever. And I just send them a text message saying, thinking about you, have a great day, love you, happy Wednesday, love you, that type of deal. My sister and our good friends, Gary and Ginny, we're constantly sending text messages back and forth to each other, have a great day, love you. I mean, how cool is that? It's really easy. So that is Love You, the movement outreach in a nutshell. The idea is to get this Love You thing rippling back and forth. Now I can do it and I'm successful at it, but it's one person, and one person will not reach out to 330 million people in the US or 8 billion people in the world. So it takes a village. It takes participation from people like yourself. If you feel it's compelling, get in the habit of just sharing love. Do it whatever way that you want. I'm going to be posting up content on YouTube, Love You, the movement outreach, and I'll be building that out. You can take a look at it. If it's compelling, copy it, share it with someone. That's an easy way to do that. My sister, she does these really cool memes, these motivational things and stuff like that. She's actually got an Oscar award-winning celebrity that follows her page because she loves her posts. Whatever way works for you. A good friend of mine, Marcel, he said, well, you know, you start with love and you build from there, and then you get into Jesus and in discipleship. That's awesome. Doesn't matter how you do it. The idea is do it the way that you do it best. I'll show you ways, and we'll talk about ways that work for us. If it's compelling to you, you do those things. If you want to do it your own way, by all means. But the idea is to spread love. I'm working with the church, our church, 11 locations, and they have a presence in Mexico and Africa and India. Pretty cool, and they're a growing church, so they're highly successful. It's a lot of moving parts to this church. And I talked to him about this movement, and I talked to him about agape, and I talked to him about how many times love is mentioned in the Bible, and Jesus mentioned love, and it really caught his attention. But they go, well, do we have to follow your script? And I go, absolutely not. You know, agape love is agape love. It doesn't matter how you share this as long as you share agape love. So it's really powerful stuff, you know. I mean, if you don't like, you know, powerful stuff, run for the hills. But this is, you know, it's really profound. I mean, you have no idea how profound this is. So take a moment, hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you like it, share it with your friends, and then also stay tuned for more content on the YouTube channel, Love You, the Movement Outreach. I'm Dave. Thanks for your time. Aloha, and love you.